Okay. Okay. Less yawning. Landing a stable job. Was this looking for a bit of work, are we? You don't look to be one strapped for coin, but I never turn away anyone looking to make an honest gill. Would you mind taking a sack of chocobo fodder down to the Holy Stables and Foundation? The stable master Sevilla is expecting a delivery. She paid me up front, but fear not. That was merely for the fodder. There's still a delivery charge, and you're welcome to it if you take the fodder down there for me. Okay, I don't know. Ow, that's why it's showing. I'm like, okay, they didn't just give it to me. I'm like, why is it on the map? Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. That's why. So, I'm just gonna take this path down to Foundation since the game already expected me to earlier, so looks like we've got a few quests chilling out here too. Yay! Also, we've got our leave one because yes, there are leave quests here. Whether or not I'll do them. Another question. Let's swing into the Machina skill real quick. This steel manufactory. Base repairs of the airship? Easier said than done, my friend. We primarily oversee the production of dragon-slaying weapons such as ballistas and Bertha cannons under orders from House Halo Knight. The magic utilized in these airships is most certainly not within our regular field of expertise. It is no simple matter to rush anything. But I suppose if we are to contend with the Horde, it cannot be helped. Tell Cleo that we will do what we can. Alright, so the Holy Stables are, of course, right down here. Let's jump on down and get on here. I guess this is sort of like our tour of Ishgard's series of quests, right? Welcome to the Holy Stables. What can I do for you? Oh, the father is splendid! The chocobos are in for a treat. We specialize in the breeding and training of cavalry chocobos, so they must have nothing but the very best. They're put through an admittedly harsh training regimen, and only a chocobo of the finest stock can endure it. That's why my assistant and I... Wait a second. Where is my assistant? No doubt he's run off to the light feather proving grounds again. Would you be a dear and go get him for me, and tell him to expect chocobo fodder for supper if he doesn't hurry. Alright. Do that. So there's not really much over here. NPC, but that's about it. So we'll have to head up. So we don't actually... The Chocobo Keep is here, but we don't need to speak to it to get around. Be with you in a moment, madam. Yeah, because we don't have anywhere else we can actually go yet. So... let's head over for the leaves. Yay! Beg your pardon, but you are Mistress Ariana, I presume. Just the woman I was hoping to see. It so happens I have a proposition for you. You see, in accordance with the Lord Commander's orders, we have established a new system similar to the one administered by the Adventurers Guild in Eorzea. We are to document the petitions of the people and distribute them to motivated individuals like yourself. Were you to assist us with these leaves, madam, we would be most grateful, and we would compensate you accordingly. So just like that, we can now undertake temple leaves. In addition to the normal leaf quests, which require 1 leave allowance to accept, there are also large-scale ones which require 10. These quests require more effort, but yield richer rewards, which are not worth 10 leaves. I'll just put that out there. Plus, like, honestly... they're really just not worth the experience. I'll just say it now, this is the last expansion where they actually gave combat ones. They do continue up to level 80 for crafting and gathering. I totally ran right by a quest. But, like, they stopped the combat ones, because the combat ones are just not worth it at all. I mean, I guess if you're going for the achievements, but... remembering Ishgard. I said last time, what am I going to do? I take it by your garb you're not from here, am I right? The sights of our city must be quite the spectacle. It is a place rich with history, a story for every brick that paves our streets or frames our hearths and homes. There is much to learn of Ishgard, and I suppose I can teach you a thing or two. If you care to listen to this old man's tales, pray meet me at St. Rinimt's Forum. You're gonna make me go back up there, aren't you? Of course you are. Fudging fudge cake. So I think I forgot a thing over at the Jewel Courtyard, didn't I? I did. Okay, I'll get back to it. Ah, so you've come to partake in my company, eh? Then let me start with the statue which stands before you here. This is Saint Rinimt, a dragoon of great renown said to have wielded Gabolg. According to legend, a dragon slew her beloved, and not but its blood could atone for what she lost. After much searching, she confronted the beast, and that would be the last time she wielded a lance. Upon exacting her revenge, they say she cast it aside on the ground where the dragon was felled, taking up the cloth in its place. From then on, she devoted her life to uplifting the poor and downtrodden. I dare say there has never been a man or woman so selfless as she in our history, and so the Ark of the Humble was constructed that we should never forget her sacrifices. It's perhaps worth mentioning that we of Ishgard take great pride in the works of masonry adorning our streets. You'll come to find figures of great esteem and respect immortalized in some fashion at nearly every turn. Now then, let's move on to St. Valorant form. Valorant form. I shall wait you there. Okay, now we're back on track to where we need to go. This one's a little bit destroyed. This is, or rather was, a statue of Saint Valorant. I still can't say it. An Azure Dragoon of ages past, who once drove off the great worm Nidhogg. Surely you've heard of the Azure Dragoon, chosen by the Eye to lead Ishgard's Dragoons in the fight against the Dravanian Horde. But alas, much like this one, a number of statues in our fair capital have been defaced during a recent attack. Not that we could ever forget in whose name they were erected, mind you. In fact, one could say these disfigurements are like a badge of honor, earned from a clash with our enemy. Quite remarkable, wouldn't you agree? History being made of history, I'd say. I'm afraid that is all I have to tell about your city, but that glimmer in your eye tells me you wish to know more. Pray speak with Altrugelane at St. Raymond's Cathedral. I have no doubt he can regale you with another tale of Ishgard's history. Oh my gosh! All these Ishgardian dames are gonna like, That's all I have to say. Alright, our Steelhead should be here. Look for who? Oh, the Steelhead. He went inside not too long ago. Alright. That's promising. Hello there. Come for a few matches as well, I take it. Ah, have you ever seen anything so exhilarating? There is nothing in this world more majestic than the chocobos, spirited and resilient, with plumage kissed by the golden sun. They are my passion, and I long to someday breed the perfect chocobo. Fortunately, I work at the Holy Stables, or I'd never have the opportunity. Sevilia's looking for me? Bugger me with a hay fork! The father must have arrived. The matches will have to wait. Thanks for the tip, friend. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now I'll go out to Sevilia, but more importantly, we have quests on the side. Good old side quest. Oh my gosh. This is, of course, the downside to come here. Alright, so we got 2 here. Not here. Down. Down. Drinking the pain away. Hey, you there. Would you mind taking this bottle of mulled wine to the gentleman downstairs? What? He's a regular around here, and a rather affable one at that, but for a recent lack of employment, he's been looking to get deep in the cups. Thought I'd treat him to a mug of this today and keep a bit of weight off in his coin purse. Stairs are difficult, I'm determined. How did this happen? I feel as if I'm trapped within some waking nightmare. What's this? No doubt from Gibril. I'm a rebel bastard. Just what I need to drown my troubles. I was a knight in the service of a proud noble family, that is, until my dear lady was accused of heresy. Everything changed after that. Their prestige, their pedigree, everything was stripped away, including me. They say drinking is merely a pause from thinking, what it could take from a bottomless mug. Nay, the only thing that stands to wash away is my dignity. Rather than play the drunken fool, I would like to make a gift of this to my lord. Surely this pain I bear is nothing next to his. Completely unaware that his wife had committed such heinous crimes. He is a good man. He deserves better. But this is all I can offer him now. I am loath to impose upon your kindness further, but could you take this to him in my place? To let him see me in my current state would be disgraceful. I imagine he's still at the airship landing in the pillars. Alright. But right out here we have cold days, colder nights. Excuse me, miss, do you have any spare wood for a fire? A small bundle or even a few twigs would do? Of course not. As if a bundle of sticks could warm the hands of so many. The dragons have left Foundation in shambles. Countless men and women are without shelter, the bitter chill of death breathing down their necks. I fear some may not even live through the night. I implore you, please speak with a Bankinet at the congregation. Tell him we must have firewood for the citizens here in the Broom. So, that is telling us to go back up. So let's do that. Also, I see that triple triad match there, and I've been trying to do that one with my main character, and it's a pain in the butt. Oh my gosh, that one's hard. Just the rules of it. Of course, this is all again before patch 5.4, in which they're going to be doing some revamping on triple triad. Yes, is there aught I can help you with? I see. I am hardly blind to the plight of my people, but firewood is something of a commodity these days. I cannot hand it out freely as I might otherwise. However, may have a solution. I'm trying to rearrange here. During the most recent Durrani assault, a number of buildings were destroyed. I thought it a grave misfortune, but there may yet be a silver lining. The timber we've collected from those buildings is unfit for reconstruction. You may take as much as you like to the Broom. Cool. So back down to the Broom. Yeah, I guess they're doing some stuff with triple triad and patch 5.4 and oh my gosh. The Vincanet consent to Eris. Was there any wood to spare? My word, this is... I know not what to say. How did he amass such quantities? No matter, go and distribute this to the people down below. We must do what we can before this Kulu claims any more lives. As you stare at the giant down arrows on the map up there, it's like, oh my gosh. What I wouldn't give for a bit of kindling. Well, here you go. For me, truly. So it's true what they say about asking and receiving. Thank you. Alright. Cannot bear this cold no longer. Perhaps I should. No. What? Firewood? Bless you, miss. Bless you. Bless each and every one of you. Speaking of places I get lost, I always get lost trying to figure out which ramp goes where in the Broom. Oh my gosh. Alright. It's so cold. I can't feel my hands anymore. It's kind of fitting because I'm actually cold right now. Wood for a fire? Oh, thank you, miss. Thank you. Search for others in need of scrap wood. Fine. I'll go up here. Oh. Never mind, I'll go down here. Hey! They're trying to throw snowballs at me. That's not nice. It's so cold. So very cold. Firewood? Oh, Helone be praised! My, that's quite a load of timber there. Surely you don't mean to distribute that all by yourself? Why not let me handle that for you? It's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Leave it to me. I know these streets like the back of my hand. Folks will be warming themselves all along these streets in no time flat. Thanks again, miss. We'll be seeing you. Alright, let's report back. I think I have my bearings. I think. Maybe. It's always questionable. You do our patron saints proud. Now then, let us take what remains somewhere safe. What? A young Elizan girl offered to ration out the rest for you? I'm afraid to say you've been duped. She's a thief and rather well known here in the Broom. She bears no ill intentions, but this is a fair deal more serious than her usual antics. These are hard times, and understand how destitution drives one to desperation. Cannot afford to tolerate her selfish actions. Not now. I pray no one shall want for warmth tonight, but we must recover the firewood and soon. Oh no! Well, apparently we must not recover it soon enough because there's not another quest. So, I don't know. Let's go south to the manufactory and head back to the Chocobo stables. He practically tripped over himself running in here not too long ago. Thank you for finding. He'll have to buckle down if he's serious about becoming a realm-renowned breeder. Though he's off to a good start having come here. Ishgard is famous for raising chocobos, you know. They've always been the steed of choice on the battlefield. The proving grounds, where you found my starry-eyed assistant, is sure they get plenty of practice. Well, I say it's practice, but it also makes a good show for the folks spectating as well. You should see for yourself sometime. Nothing like feathers flying from two chocobos fluttering, almost dancing back and forth in the arena. You'll quickly come to understand why they call it the Light Feather Proving Grounds. And as long as this stable stands, you can be sure our chocobos will be there. I'll confess the weather has been more than unkind to our chocobo chicks, but we have traditions and a reputation to uphold. Alright, we get a Nigerian onion. And that's it for the foundation, so back up to the pillars. Yeah. What business brings you to House during that? Speak up. Why, I've got an invitation for you, now that I remembered about it. A dinner with House Breton. And whose favor do they aim to gain this time? Not that it concerns you, but House Durandar and Forton don't exactly see eye to eye. Little wonder they would ask you to deliver this missive. But far be it from me to exacerbate matters. The invitation will be delivered. What my lord does with it is not my concern. Alright. So that's all of these done. So I'm gonna go up there, there, and over there. So I re-get my bearings. There we go. Hello. Greetings, friend. Helone's blessings be upon you. We should know more of Ishgard's history. It is not often travelers come seeking such knowledge. The Holy See of Ishgard is home to a myriad patron saints for which many places are named. In fact, this cathedral was named for the first archbishop to oversee the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. They are a testament to the unshakable will of our people to unity in the battle against the Durvanian horde. I realize there is much of our people you do not know, and we would not force our views upon you. Rather, we ask you not to cry our pursuit of our destiny, the righteous path we walk by the grace of Halone, our truest savior. Sure. And you think for all that, they'd be like, here's another quest. No. Hello again. I've been having I feel like there's something in my throat, which is why I keep drinking water and it's not going away. It's like, argh. So you've returned. I hope you were not met with too much hostility. The high houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who once fought alongside the Haldrath, the first Azure Dragon. Their ancestors were the founders of Ishgard, and it is from their bloodlines the Archbishop is chosen. There is no force greater than their combined strength when pitted against the Horde. When vying for power here in Ishgard, however, they are like corals fighting for territory in a small pit. To involve yourself in politics here is a dangerous game. You would do well to remember that. Got it. Alright. Looks like we've got, 2 over at the airship docks. Which is Astrologicum. Don't want the ticketer. I'm gonna go past the ticketer. Yes, can I help with something? Get drunk. After all that has happened, he still thinks to put me first. Would that I could do more for him, but alas, I have lost nearly everything. My title, my land, my wife. She was accused of heresy, and I did all within my power to advocate her innocence, but in the end, there was naught I could do to forestall the hand of judgment. I was a man of great station, yet I had never felt so low, so helpless. But the fury has spoken to her, and to refuse her is perhaps a greater crime than those thrust upon my beloved wife. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's nearly time to... Where do you run off to? Terribly sorry to trouble you, but would you mind help me look for my son? I can ill afford to be late. Oh my gosh! What is this? I'm an errand girl! Oh, thank goodness, the swiftness of your report is much appreciated. The advent of the airship is truly a wonderful thing, but not without its hindrances, as you can see. They allow us to cross the ice wall, blocking passage to western Coerthas, and navigate the Sea of Clouds. But hold on, they have mercy on the ship that should encounter dragons. That is why the Holy See has seen fit to employ Machinus and astrologians in the operation of our airships. Alright. I'll at least go out the outgate this time. Alright, so I need to go to the Tribunal. A little bit better, faster than walking. Mainly because it means not getting lost. Yeah. There's the sun. While they're searching for me, then it is time. Forgive me. Father insisted we leave immediately, but I had to see for myself. This is where they took my mother to receive Halone's judgment. Said he would fight for her, that justice would be served. The injustice took my mother away from us. Perhaps if I had been stronger, I could have won the battle that my father did not. Well, I must be going. Goodbye, miss. Aww. Alright. So before I head to Sea of Clouds, actually, I'm gonna head and make a trip over to Ul'dah, because... Monk Quest. The legend continues. Ah, Arya, your sense of timing is impeccable as ever. Pity your mind was never quite so reliable. But worry not, for the task I would have you perform shan't tax your limited intellect. It pertains to your mock friend, Withergill. This scarce comes as any surprise, but my words of wisdom have struck a chord with the elf. Having been made to realize that there is more to life than vengeance, he now expends his energies on more constructive pursuits, namely rebuilding his order, the Fist of Roger. Indeed, he has been taking on pupils, and rumor has it he teaches with both charisma and zeal. Plainly, mine own brilliance as a tutor has rubbed off on him. And what is the task that I have you do? Take more readings with my aetherometer? You are doubtless thinking false. You all people should know that I am finished with that research. Such a triumph it was. To be sure, I may have need of your talent for field work again in the future. For now, however, I simply wish for you to go and see how Withergill fares. Unless you think that I worry about the fool, perish the thought. As the sister of the path, you will be worried about him, though I may not have occurred to you yet. And so I am taking the liberty of telling you what you must do to alleviate the worry. Withergill trains with his pupils at Rivna's Toll. With that, you have all the information you need. Off you go, then. Think my home is still... Yeah. Rivna's Toll. Ah, flight. So wonderful. Arya, it's been a while, sister. What brings you here? So the professor sends you, but it matters not why you came. I'm glad for your visit. Indeed, I have begun teaching. I desire to preserve our way, to impart our art to a new generation, though I myself still have much to learn. I have but few pupils now, but slowly their numbers grow. I'll introduce some to you. 2 girls who show great promise. Perhaps you can assist in their training. Sensa, Ochaka. What is it, Master Withergill? Has someone new joined? No, not a new pupil. An old one, my first and foremost. She has long surpassed me. Hello. Arya is her name. Today you will train under her supervision. An excellent opportunity. Go to the usual place and make ready. I've always wanted to have a senior. See you in a bit, Arya. Sansa, wait. Please excuse Sansa. She forgets herself sometimes, but she has a good heart. We shall be honored for your watchful gaze, Arya. Those 2 were abandoned by their parents. One day they came and begged me to teach them. They are very dedicated. Very quickly do they learn. Every day is fulfilling. But come, let's go to the training ground. Meet me at Southeast Redmond's Toll. Okay. Thank goodness for flight! Ah, flight. So wonderful. So great. We have no dedicated place for training, no halls of our own. My pupils train wherever they can. First... Okay, I'm like, what was the heck was that sound? It sounded weird in my headphones. First, I would have you demonstrate your abilities to Zensa. She awaits you to the northeast. Okay. Flight! Ah, flight. I'm waiting for you. Master thinks very highly of you, so you better not disappoint. Do something because there we go. One to move, wind and fire. Whoa, you really are strong. There I was feeling good about myself. The world's a big old place, isn't it? So you're gonna demonstrate for the Chaka next. Something. She's gonna be so impressed. We've been together all our lives, in case you're wondering. We can read each other's thoughts as though they were our own. Come on, I'll take you to her. She should be over to the south. Okay. Let us do just that. eagerly awaited your coming, Mistress Arya. Zensa tells me that I'm in for a treat, so I mustn't so much as bat an eyelid. My heart races in anticipation of your demonstration. Please, begin whenever you are ready. Okay, I'll do that. Probably help if I turn on True North, huh? I probably should have demolished there. Now it's too late. You're every bit as amazing as Zensu claimed you would be, even though Master said so himself. I didn't believe that anyone could be stronger than him. See, you impressed the riches off of her, just like I said you would. Oh, Zensa, I've never been so excited. I wish to learn everything Mistress Arya knows. Everything! Me too, Ishaka. With her help, we're bound to become stronger than we'd ever dared hope. Growing up on our own, Zensa and I suffered much because we were weak and couldn't protect ourselves. And so we swore to one another that we would become strong. If we could be as strong as you, there would be naught we need fear. So I've been wondering about the application of 4-point Fury. Who are you? What do you want? That's Master Withergilt. Oh no. Let's go to his aid. Flight. You have not come to harm. We're fine, Master. It's you we're worried about. What happened? Strangers came. They attacked without warning. The techniques they used were the same as ours. Same as ours? You mean to say there were monks? But I thought there were no others besides ourselves. There's a lot. I alone survived the massacre at the temple. There should be no dispensation. New power swells within me, as though a new chakra has opened, yet is unlike aught I have felt before. Chaka, this area was the same as same size of. This area was the site of some famous battle, wasn't it? Yes, it was. The Battle of Silver Tear Skies, which means that one's chakra can be opened here. Judging by Master's condition, however, I'm inclined to think that something else was the cause. Let's return to Redness Toll. I must rest. Alright, back to Redness Toll. Nice wall, Rennie. Nice wall. I'm feeling better. The pain has subsided. They came shortly after you left. Masked men who fight as we do. They were monks, of this I'm certain. They outnumbered me. I held them off, but a sudden pain racked my body, as though I was pierced through. I fell on my knees. When next I was aware, my assailants were gone. Most likely fled when they heard your coming. The sensation I felt, it is not unlike a chakra open, but neither is it the 7th chakra. If it isn't the 7th chakra, then what could it possibly be? I know not. I must ask someone more learned than me, Professor Eric. He is versed in the history of order. Perhaps he can find more information. Sensa, Ochaka, return to your training. Arya, this may be a new source of power. If so, I will share secrets with you. If I learn something, I will let you know. At level 52! So yeah, the quests are every 2 levels in the expansion. Of course, because we're already 52. I want the skill, but at the same time, it's like ahead of our story. So, alright. Let's go back to Ishgard. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh wait, I'll be good for now. For now. Alright, let's head for the airship docks. At least go to Sea of Clouds before I call it good. Seems good to me. Are you ready to depart, madam? The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Okay.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Sid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds. A frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost, within the sea of clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, she came.
What do you have to say for yourself? Awfully cold up here. I mean, Kurthus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong, silent persona all of the time, you know. Never mind. We need to find a lady, Leniet. She's in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead, yes? Excellent? Excellent. However... No, my flight! Yeah, so we can't fly here yet. And yes, this looks as annoying to get around on foot as it is. So let's get our chocobo route here. And my flight. Why would you do this to me? Okay, that's all the way down there. So the other thing to note here is, well, in Realm Reborn areas, we were getting the entire map as soon as we arrived. Yeah, all we're getting now is little pieces and chunks. This is the way I remember map getting. That's why I was so thrown off by Realm Reborn areas. I'm like, wait, what? Why am I getting all the map? The entire map? What the heck? This is weird. This doesn't make sense. So that means we do get chunks of experience instead of just the entire thing as soon as we arrive. So, next time we will go ahead and explore Sea of Clouds. And I guess also pick up this Way of the Dodo quest. It's right over there. And yeah, we can fly. No! So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being content like this. You can find the links for that in the description. I am completely blanky. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out.